Hi guys, welcome to my first vlog. This is called A Day in My Life, and for this video, we'll be going through our trip in Nueva Ecija and how it went. For our first destination, we went to an overlooking spot in Tanawan Lower in Nueva Ecija. We arrived at exactly 5 a.m. and waited for the sunrise. If you can see at the video, I placed the exact time of when the sun began to show up at the horizon as it sheds its light over us and our surroundings. The place was nice, it had relaxing views, and I was even able to see a sea of clouds in the distance. Fortunately, I had no photo of the mentioned sea of clouds, but it was beautiful. So I took this photo of the sunrise with my phone. It was not good, but I did my best. 6:24, the sun is already at the horizon, and that's the current view of the location. It's beautiful, right? Look, it's my cousin, and apparently he was also a previous student of Sir Mark back in grade school. He's Francis Nia Fortalas, by the way. So our next destination was in the pavilion at San Leonardo. We went there for lunch, and other than the fact that it was located in the middle of a farm, there wasn't much to see. The place was quiet and relaxing, and the idea of eating in a bahay kubo upon stilts were new to me, so I found it interesting. Here we are in our van, just leaving the pavilion after we ate lunch. Like I said, I wasn't really thinking of vlogging this whole trip of ours when we first arrived here at Nueva Ecija, but the province offered plenty of beautiful views and sights. It would be a waste not to show this in video. Here we are now arriving at the resort of where we booked a stay in. It's the white building you see in the distance. Anyway, the front of the place was pretty huge. It even had a mini basketball court outside, like what you are seeing now in the video. So this is the inside or the pool area. It's kinda small, but I guess it's fine considering that it's private and the rooms are enough to accommodate all of us. By the way, irrelevant information, but the side of the pool close to where I was standing was around 6 foot deep. Here's the second floor, which is also where the rooms are located. I just realized that the views combined with the bright blue sky made a great footage for this vlog, just like what you are seeing now. I also do not know why, but the clouds in the province are way better than that in the urban areas. They just look so neat and pleasant to the eyes. Here's our room, and well, as you can see, first thing I did was walk to the mirror and video myself. Yep, that's me. Hi. And that's the shower area. Absolutely horrendous. So this is my father trying out the billiards pool. I don't know if he learned billiards prior to this, but yep, this is me taking my shot. There we go. That was my first attempt. Now for the second. It didn't go in. So for the fourth destination of our trip, we went to Little Vegan in Old Gapan. Yeah. So this is us on our way to Little Vegan. And as you can see by the houses, or as you can tell by the houses or the buildings, they are pretty much inspired by the houses in Vegan, Ilocos Sur, which explains why it is called Little Vegan. And we expected a lot of people in this area because someone said there would be lots of them, and apparently there was the peak hours in this area was I think around 5 p.m. until dark. Yes, and we also thought there would be lots of street food vendors, but there were only two. And here is the picture, or that was the picture of the main street, which we are now walking on. The video is kind of shaky, but that building on the left of me, I think that was the city hall of Gapan or the previous city hall. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're pretty much inspired by vegan in Ilocos Sur, especially with the cobblestone roads. And this is the what they call tagpuan sa Lumanggapan. It's basically a food court, an outdoor food court. And most of the stalls are still closed because like I said, the peak hours was around 5 p.m. until dark. And this is Shomai, the one we bought from the previous street food vendors, like that one. Yeah, they were the only two street vendors we saw back there. So this is me, proof of life, walking towards La Divina Pastora Church, if I'm correct, which you will see now. Yep, La Divina Pastora Church. Uh, so that's the building, the church. And we didn't bother going in because we were only there for a couple of minutes. So this is the house, or what we call Valdez Ancestral House. It is the ancestral home of Miss Yula Valdez, a well-known actress in the industry. And apparently this is her grandfather's home, well-known painter Fernando Amor Solo. Yep, I looked that up. It's well preserved, by the way, especially with how none of the physical appearances have changed. And yes, someone is still living in there, probably a caretaker or some relative of Monsieur Valdez. Here we are now back in the resort. We returned at around 5 p.m. or 6, I don't know. But here is the night views, and yep, pardon me for the shirtless scene. So this is our dining area where we eat our dinner. Yep, I'm really sorry for the shirtless scene. But yep, the views are great, better at night. It was actually my first time experiencing night swimming. It was fun. So this is us now leaving, and this is the shower room. What the f- is absolutely that? Horrendous. This is my final clip at the resort. Final video of me saying goodbye, and that was my brother who walked past. This is us now having or inside our van going to our tita's house in Japan. Uh, we also had lunch there, but I didn't bother shooting a vid or vlogging our actual lunch because it's basically just us eating the local dishes and food. And like you are seeing now, the skies are beautiful, right? That's Mount Arayat in the distance, if you know what or where Mount Arayat is. Hello, Editor John here. I appeared because I wanted to tell you more about this so-called Bahay na Pula or Red House in San Ildefonso, Bulacan. Okay, so Bahay na Pula is also known as the Ilosorio House, built in 1929 by a wealthy man named Don Ilosorio or Don Ramon Ilosorio. Okay, and in 1944, during the World War II, Japanese forces led by Imperial Army General Yamashita or Tomoyuki Yamashita invaded the town of Paniki, Pampanga, and they used this house as their garrison. And apparently, lots and lots of women, irregardless of their age, were raped and killed in this house. And the men, how unfortunately, were killed. And there was even one case wherein
the man's down there were cut off and he was forced to eat it. Uh, Somehow graphic, but this is for educational purposes. So yeah, it was believed that this house was haunted, and yes, up until now there still have been cases of, I think, voices of women crying. Yes. So yes, that was Bahay na Pula, and back to the video.
So this is us now on the way back home. We're currently at NLEX, and I sped this up because there wasn't much to see. I just had to, film NLEX for content. And yes, you know that I'm a car guy. Uh, if you haven't known, I am, and that was one of the greatest cars I've seen during our trip. And yep, those last two. So I'm gonna leave you here now with a time lapse of our way back home. So enjoy. Oh, charot-charot lang. SB-SB muna. Nabudol uncle namin eh. So ayan, may pamerienda siya. If you'd like to try, this is vanilla sweet cream cold brew. It's yummy.